Namibia's Skeleton Coast, a name that evokes mystery and intrigue, a place of stark beauty and harsh realities where the desert meets the sea in a dramatic clash of elements. Stretching for over 500 kilometers along Namibia's northern coastline, it is one of the world's most desolate and captivating landscapes, a true testament to nature's raw power. The Skeleton Coast earned its name honestly, with countless shipwrecks and skeletal remains scattered along its shores. The treacherous coastline, battered by the relentless Atlantic waves, is littered with the skeletal remains of ships and creatures alike, telling tales of peril and survival. But beyond the bleached bones and rusted hulls lies a unique ecosystem, a testament to nature's resilience and adaptability in the face of extreme conditions. The Bushmen of the Namib Desert call it the land god made in anger, a name that reflects the harshness and unforgiving nature of this land. Portuguese sailors facing its unforgiving shores knew it as the gates of hell, a place where survival was uncertain and danger was ever present. But for those drawn to the edge of the world, the Skeleton Coast is a place of stark beauty, abundant wildlife, and captivating history, offering a unique adventure for the intrepid traveler. It is a place where the desert, sculpted by wind and time, plunges dramatically into the churning Atlantic Ocean, creating a landscape of unparalleled beauty and contrast. This dramatic landscape, coupled with the region's rich history and unique biodiversity, makes the Skeleton Coast an unforgettable destination, a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. The Skeleton Coast's desolate beauty is the result of a powerful combination, the relentless Atlantic Ocean colliding with the ancient Namib Desert. The cold northward Benguela current clashes with the warm air of the desert, creating dense fog banks that shroud the coastline. This fog, while hauntingly beautiful, has been the doom of many sailors, leading to shipwrecks that dot the coast like fallen giants. But the coast's history stretches back far beyond these maritime tragedies. The Sand People, Namibia's oldest inhabitants, once roamed this land, leaving behind ancient petroglyphs that whisper tales of their existence. Later came Portuguese explorers, their ships laden with treasures and dreams of new lands. The discovery of diamonds in the early 20th century brought a new wave of adventurers, all seeking their fortune on this unforgiving coast. The Skeleton Coast is a place of dramatic contrasts. Towering sand dunes, sculpted by the wind into ever-changing masterpieces, march relentlessly towards the ocean. The roaring waves of the Atlantic crash against the shore, their relentless assault shaping the coastline for millennia. The interplay of these two powerful forces, desert and ocean, creates a landscape that is both awe-inspiring and eerily beautiful. The Namib Desert, considered the oldest desert in the world, boasts a unique beauty. Its towering dunes, some reaching heights of over 300 meters, shift and change with the wind, creating a constantly evolving landscape. The colors of the dunes, ranging from deep red to pale apricot, are a photographer's dream, especially as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in a riot of colors. The Skeleton Coast's treacherous coastline and dense fogs have claimed countless ships throughout history, each wreck a silent testament to the power of nature and the fragility of human ambition. The name itself evokes a sense of foreboding, a place where the sea and desert meet in a deadly embrace. These shipwrecks, scattered along the coast like forgotten relics, are stark reminders of the perils of the sea. Each twisted hull and rusted frame tells a story of dreams dashed and voyages cut short by the unforgiving elements. Some, like the Eduard Bohlen, lie stranded far inland, testament to the ever-shifting sands of the Skeleton Coast. The sight of a ship marooned in the desert is both surreal and haunting, a stark contrast to its intended journey across the ocean. The Eduard Bohlen, a German cargo ship, ran aground in 1909. It was a time when navigation relied heavily on the stars and rudimentary instruments, making the dense fogs of the Skeleton Coast particularly treacherous. Enveloped by fog, the ship strayed off course, mistaking the dunes for the open sea. The crew's desperate attempts to correct their course were in vain, leading to their inevitable grounding. Today, the wreck lies miles from the ocean, a haunting reminder of the coast's ever-changing landscape. The sands have shifted so dramatically over the years that the sea seems a distant memory for the once proud vessel. Another famous wreck, the Dunedin Star, met a similar fate in 1942. This ship's story is intertwined with the global conflict of World War II, adding another layer of tragedy to its demise. This British cargo ship, carrying supplies for the Allied forces during World War II, ran aground, its remains now a popular destination for adventurous tourists. The wreckage serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made during the war and the relentless power of nature. Section 5. Life endures. Flora and fauna of the Skeleton Coast. Despite its harsh conditions, the Skeleton Coast teems with life. Desert-adapted animals, from the stately oryx to the elusive brown hyena, roam the desolate landscape. Seals bask on the beaches, their barks echoing across the dunes. Bird life is abundant, with species like the endemic Damara tern and the majestic African oystercatcher finding refuge on the coast. One of the most remarkable sights is that of desert-adapted elephants. These magnificent creatures have adapted to survive in the harsh desert environment, obtaining moisture from succulent plants and digging for water in dry riverbeds. The Skeleton Coast is also home to a variety of reptiles, including the venomous Peringues adder and the Namib sand viper, perfectly camouflaged to blend in with their surroundings. Section 6. Guardians of the Skeleton Coast, the National Park. In 1971, a large portion of the Skeleton Coast was declared a national park, the Skeleton Coast National Park. This protected area, covering over 16,000 square kilometers, is a testament to Namibia's commitment to conservation. The park plays a crucial role in protecting the region's unique biodiversity, including its desert-adapted wildlife and fragile ecosystems. The park is divided into two sections. The northern section, accessible only by fly-in safaris, offers a truly exclusive wilderness experience. The southern section, accessible by road, allows visitors to explore the dramatic coastline and its shipwrecks. The park authorities strictly regulate access to minimize human impact and ensure the long-term preservation of this fragile ecosystem. Section 7. Exploring the wild wonder activities for the adventurous. The Skeleton Coast offers a range of activities for the adventurous traveler. Guided tours led by experienced rangers provide insights into the region's history, ecology, and unique attractions. Hiking trails wind through the dunes, offering breathtaking views of the coastline. For those seeking a unique perspective, scenic flights provide a bird's-eye view of the shipwrecks, desert landscapes, and abundant wildlife. Photography enthusiasts will find endless inspiration in the Skeleton Coast's dramatic landscapes, abandoned shipwrecks, and fascinating wildlife. The ever-changing light and shadows create a photographer's paradise. As night falls, the Skeleton Coast transforms into a stargazer's dream. Far from any light pollution, the night sky explodes with stars, offering unparalleled views of the Milky Way and distant galaxies. Section 8. Protecting paradise conservation efforts on the Skeleton Coast. Preserving the Skeleton Coast's unique ecosystem is a top priority. The Namibian government, along with conservation organizations, is actively involved in various initiatives to protect this fragile environment. Restricted access to sensitive areas, anti-poaching patrols, and research programs are just some of the efforts underway to ensure the long-term survival of this remarkable region. Public education plays a vital role in conservation efforts. The Skeleton Coast National Park has a dedicated education center that informs visitors about the importance of conservation and the threats facing the ecosystem. Tourists are encouraged to travel responsibly, minimizing their impact on the environment and supporting local communities. Section 9. The Skeleton Coast beckons. A call to adventure and conservation. The Skeleton Coast is a place of haunting beauty, stark contrast, and remarkable resilience. It is a place where the desert meets the ocean, where shipwrecks whisper tales of maritime tragedies, and where life, against all odds, endures. A journey to the Skeleton Coast is not for the faint of heart. It is a journey into the wild, a confrontation with the raw power of nature. But for those seeking adventure, solitude, and a glimpse into a world untouched by time, the Skeleton Coast beckons. As we marvel at the Skeleton Coast's stark beauty and unique ecosystem, let us remember our responsibility to protect this fragile environment. By supporting responsible tourism and conservation efforts, we can ensure that future generations will have the opportunity to experience the wonder and awe of this extraordinary place. Let us be mindful stewards of this wild wonder, preserving its beauty and its stories for generations to come. The Skeleton Coast is more than just a destination. It is a testament to nature's enduring spirit. Every grain of sand, every whispering wind tells a story of survival and adaptation. As we explore its vast landscapes, let us tread lightly and honor the delicate balance that sustains this unique environment. For in our hands lies the power to protect and preserve this magnificent coast for all who come after us.